Good morning, everyone. I am making a rose bouquet this morning in my little glass vase here that I got from Amazon. I will post the link below so you guys can get one of these too if you desire one. I've got a bunch of roses here and I just thought I'd kind of show you the process of making a little garden bouquet. It's super easy. The main thing is that you want to cut the canes as long as the vase can support it well. So if you've got obviously like a shorter vase, you're going to cut this much shorter. So you want to make sure that you just see how most of these stems go all the way to the bottom. You want to try and just make sure that you're filling up the whole vase with several roses that are already structured. Like this is Poseidon. And I've cut that one pretty long, but the Olivias are even longer than that. And those are the ones that go all the way down to the bottom. So when you're constructing your bouquet, you can see that's a pretty long one right there. And I'm gonna have to rearrange these again anyway, because I keep adding more and more. A lot of these roses are covered in rain right now because we got a lot of rain last night. And so they're drooping a bit, but they will dry up and, you know, they won't droop as much once they're dry, but they tend to droop a little bit anyway because a lot of them are David Austin roses. They have that graceful, some people say droop, or you could say arch to it. So this one's Olivia. And then a lot of these are Summer Romance right here. And then of course, I've got Poseidon here, which is also called Nivalis. So beautiful. And then I went out back and I cut a couple of Lady Ashes that are really opened up and they're so beautiful. And then I got one stem of Quietness because that was a pretty long little bouquet as well. Isn't that pretty? So I'm just gonna, you know, basically you just stick them all in there and just arrange it how you like it, how you want it to drape, where you want a particular rose, and just have fun with it. It doesn't need to be like all professional and perfect, just have fun. So I'm going to probably take out a lot of these and get restarted. Okay, I'm gonna get restarted here so you can kind of see it from the beginning. Right now my Olivias really have the longest canes and they also have the most like wispy, like droopy flowers. So I'm going to try and start with the longer, sturdier canes of Summer Romance because those tend to not flop as much. Like for instance, see this one right here? That's pretty upright and it's a long stem. So we're gonna just start with that. And what's nice is that you can eventually, once you get enough canes down in there, they act like a support system. I kind of want this one to, this is an Olivia. I kind of want it to drape over the side, but let's do it. Actually, let's pile this one up over here so it doesn't drape so much to where you can't see it. Here, this one's a little bit more sturdy. So we'll do that one there. Here's another Summer Romance. I'll put that in a corner. And the more roses you put in, the stronger it gets. This one is pretty long. I might need to cut this one though because it's so long, but actually it kind of gives a little bit more height. So you know what? I'll start off with it. Well, maybe I should cut it just a little bit. All right, here's another Olivia. The blooms are just so heavy. They kind of need some support. So I'm just gonna set this one sort of in the middle there. There we go. Let's see here. Let's get these out of the way so I can use my little turntable. I think I might put Poseidon right there. And this is literally just, you just have fun, make it look how you want it to look. That's another Olivia branch. Here's Lady Ash. That's pretty. And Quietness. Might stick that right here. Give the center a little bit of height. Looking pretty good so far. And now that you kind of have the major supporting pieces in, you can fill in like these little gaps here. This one's gonna be a great filler because the blossom's so nice and open. And the stem's a little bit shorter, so I've got the water filled up all the way to the tippy top. Look at that, that's so pretty. And then the rest of these are not super long. I mean, these two right here are decent size, so I'm gonna kind of stick those there. That kind of fills that spot. And then I think I might put that one right here. This is a nice little grouping. I can go right here. There we go. And then these two are on the shorter side, and I'll just kind of tuck them in little gaps. Like there's a little gap right there. Bring this one forward a little bit. There we go. And let's see here. Olivia's drooping quite a bit here. And you may need to make some adjustments because, you know, or you can make one side of the arrangement really the pretty side, and then the other side can be back up against a wall. Really totally up to you and what you want to do. What I might do, so this Olivia isn't drooping as much, is move her into a spot where she's a little bit more supported. As well as this one, the Summer Romance. Whoop. Oops. You get back in there. Here we go. And kind of get this one tucked in the center just a little bit more so it doesn't droop as much and you can see the flowers a little bit better. There we go. I think that looks better. Maybe bring this one out a bit. And then we can tuck this little Summer Romance right in there. This is a little hard to do with one hand as I'm holding the camera with my other hand. There we go. This one's drooping a bit. It's, oh, Olivia. So Olivia might be better to put in the center, so when she droops, she doesn't fall over the side, unless you want it to fall over the side. I'm gonna have to have two hands to get this girl out. Okay, so I like how I have all the sides right now. Everything looks really beautiful and full, but I need something for this gap at the top here. So I'm gonna go out into the garden real quick to find a little bouquet to stick into that top part. It is finally starting to heat up around here, which is good for the roses. getting nice and hot and humid. The rest of this week is supposed to be in the 80s. All right, let's see if we can find something to put in the top. Oh, look at this. Boscabelle is blooming. How beautiful. I love Boscabelle. I wonder if the canes are long enough on this one to, you know what, this one is long enough, but it's got these two big buds here that I really don't want to cut off yet. And this one, I could probably use this one, but it's not going to be enough. I'm going to need maybe one more. So let's cut this one off. And I can use that in the arrangement. Ooh, I love that color. It's so pretty. This one's nice and open. I think I'll cut this Lady Ash. I also cut a smaller, or not smaller, but a newer Lady Ash that's not quite as open as this. Okay, hopefully this will be enough to fill in that gap up top. So I've got 2 Lady Ash and 1 Boscabelle. You know what? I'm gonna grab this Climbing Pinky too. That's gonna be that'll really fill it up. Also, when making an arrangement, you wanna make sure to pull off the lower leaves so they're not sitting in the water, because when they sit in the water goes bad faster, and then your blooms will not last as long. All right, now we're ready. All right, I just tucked Climbing Pinky in there. That looks like a whole lot better. Oh, looks so good. Now we're just gonna place these. Well, he doesn't want to go in. It also helps, haven't done it on this one, but it also helps to cut off the little thorns because they get caught up on everything. I was trying to be quick about it and not have to worry about it, because this one has quite a bit, but it's not really wanting to cooperate. Let me go cut these off real quick. Okay, I think I've reached a stopping point here. I've got Boscabelle, I've got Novalis, I've got Olivia Austin, Lady Ash, Summer Romance, Quietness, and Climbing Pinky. I think it all turned out very nicely. There's a bit of a gap here, but honestly, I don't really have anything else that will, or let's put it this way, I don't really want to cut any more roses. So sometimes it just needs a little adjusting. See, there we go. That's a good adjustment. Okay. I think we're gonna put this on the kitchen table. But I love how it's all come together. It's not perfect. It's just roses cut from the garden. All right, here we go. Just some pretty flowers for the kitchen table. Pretty Boscabelle. Stick you back in there a little bit. You got shifted. You can see Poseidon, Lady Ash, Lady Ash, Climbing Pinky, Summer Romance, Olivia Austin, Boscabelle. Oh, and this is Crocus Rose. And these are some there's some Olivia blooms that fell off the group of stems. So there it is. Just do things that help bring you joy. That's what I do. Passing the time while Jeff's at school. Elizabeth's just finished up her schoolwork as well. So, you know, just arranging them brings me a whole lot of joy, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy or professional. Just make it look how you want it to look. And it can be a little frustrating at times because roses will flop and do all those sorts of things. So just have patience with it, have patience with yourself, and just enjoy looking at it, knowing that you grew this in your garden. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.